All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here, NCAA 2026, doing a couple last runs on Dynasty before 27 comes out. Just wanted to show you where we are with the team. Uh, I currently have changed my quarterback from last year. Jonathan Kraft is no longer a starter, and he is actually in the conversations of being transferred next year. So he'll probably hit the portal next year because he's not going to get any playing time with these these new quarterbacks I have. Now, we running backs we still have from last year are Ard and Shorter and Robertson. We'll actually probably get more Robertson in this year because he didn't play a lot last year. So we'll probably start using him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put him up here. Shorter's probably not going to see the field. Maybe I put as a redshirt um, last year. Hope he's a redshirt as well, and also Shelley. Dunsmore is still our fullback, so he'll still be taking snaps at fullback, but Shorter will also be back there too. He's huge. He actually looks pretty big. Um, Receiving core is as is with Mr. Bates, Quentin Brown. We may have to do something with him because small. I think I'm gonna start Clay. Clay had a great year last year, so I'm gonna get him the ball a lot. Um, then we have the 6'5" guy right there, Monte Williams, and then Cameron Jones. Tight end is still Mr. Cure. He had a great season at the end, earned his star, and he played great in the playoffs as well. He did drop a crucial touchdown, but you know what I'm saying? It was all good. Definitely improve the offensive line. I may change the center because he is trash. Let me see if Gann's playing. Okay, Gann's right there. Yeah, I need to change that center. What's that? Yeah, he's a terrible center. Put him there. The Marcus is starting. Dante Marcus. Yeah. Majors. Yeah. Jaden Williams, I think I'm still keeping him where he's at. He had a pretty good year last year. This guy's new. I don't remember him. Also got Bowen. Jeremy's back. Man, no. That's why we're recruiting defensive tackles. Okay, that makes sense. Why we're recruiting edge rushers and defensive tackles because all these guys are about to leave. It makes sense. It makes sense. Shepard's still there. Shepard's still there. Probably gonna be substituting a lot of guys in and out. I want to see what everybody can do. I want to see what everybody can do. All right. Let's see. Dang, everybody dropped. Come on, y'all. I ain't even played the game yet. I literally kept everybody that was like at least in my top five. Now everybody's out of my top five. Damn, y'all. That's cold blooded. Tight end, boy. That's a hell of a tight end right there, my man. That's another tight end.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Broncos will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
That's how you start off the season with that defense right there in their house. That's how you do that. That's exactly how you do that.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Brown wants to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the run. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. The portal many times can give you a pretty good read on what's going on inside a program, and to lose the number of players that they did might be a little bit of a worrisome signal.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they lost some key guys, too. A handful of dudes, David, that really made a difference on this team a year ago. How can they replace that this season?
And that's what your job is as a coach, is to develop those.
Open field on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to run it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. He now has 56 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about,
hits the accelerator to the right. Smashes through the tackle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down to 5. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
and you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The give on the option. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Brown wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 25. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After giving up that big play, this defense has... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes.
offense, man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Brown wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clay. Bounced off his feet.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is fear. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Might be changing the route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Broncos! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Brown will throw it. Pulls it in. It's Clay. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the... Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got...
Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got his man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get...
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got enough for the first. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Moving away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boise State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. The quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the Detroit...
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
The Bearcats want to move quickly. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Off and running. Past the 20. Touchdown Broncos. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the...
Breaks into the open. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And the route is on.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he makes the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff to the single running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 28 over Texas State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Rides to back and leaves it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but...
We got up out of Cincinnati with that W. They wanted that one just a little bit, but we got up out of there without taking that L. And we're definitely trying to get it. Let's see what we got next. Hopefully I'm at home. Big time. Oh, we got a home opener against the Guppies. Let's go for it. Let's get this over with. Oh yeah, we're gonna go with the blue today. on the blue turf. Come with the blue on the blue turf. Home opener. Let's do. You know what time it is.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Groupers offense will take the field first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Groupers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Boise State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The running back has it. Hard running there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Kelly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On his way back from the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Boise State ready to send out that offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Broncos are flying down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brown will throw it. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he made that extra point the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. The option look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On the option. He'll toss it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the...
There he goes! He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Pulls it in. It's Clay. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Gives it on the option. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. off the play fake. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Gives it on the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos!
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Fresno State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Groupers will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll go to the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stopping him at the line of scrimmage?
Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Brown will throw it. He's got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bates. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Number 95 in punt formation to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. The sure hands. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Robertson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Broncos. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. BYU was far from the friendly confines of LaVell Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz,
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll run it to the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Robertson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Boise State. A great catch and run for 6.
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The groupers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here comes the option. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Now facing a 3rd and long. They go to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the groupers line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from the 36. Takes the handoff. It's Robertson. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big one.
Give him 6. Touchdown Broncos.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think
Great start to 2-0. Great start for 2-0. Great stuff. I think I'm good though. Let's see what we play next. Come on, 5 stars. Come on, 5 stars. I can use one. I can use a 5 star for sure, especially at that QB position. But if Elijah plays really good this year, man, he's willing and dealing. They're joining the straight.